Well, hello and welcome to Bow Tie Life. It's a sad video. Let's call it lesson learned. This is probably the worst way to learn something. But let's talk about seed germination and where our seeds come from. Hi, I'm Bow Tie Dave. So first I want to talk about, let's make this video at least a love sandwich, which means, the beginning and the end will be a bit of love, a bit of good news, but the middle is not so much good news. Here are some carrots. Notice we have Ferry Morse carrots, we have some Livingston carrots, and look at how well these things are germinating. They look beautiful. Some of these seeds we get are great. But I'm here to tell you that sometimes they're not so great. Now, these Ferry Morse seeds came from Lowe's. And I'm good friends with the people down at Lowe's. As a handyman, I am there frequently. But these, you just don't know how they've been dealt with. You don't know how long they sit in a hot truck in the middle of a parking lot in the middle of summer. And if you look here, having been planted almost 3 weeks ago, there has been absolutely zero germination from all of these. I was recording a video yesterday, and in fact, I was up potting these beautiful seeds from 13 years ago. These are 13-year-old lettuce seed, buttercrunch seeds right here, and look at them. They grew beautifully. I was recording another video, and I was potting these up and I realized, wait a minute, what happened to all my lettuce? Well, the brand new lettuce seeds, this happened. You just don't know what it's gonna how these seeds have been dealt with. I know how they're dealt with at Lowe's, and it may or may not be the best, but they're doing the best they can, I know, and I'm sure that the seed company, Ferry Morse, does excellent. You just don't know how long it took to get from point A to point B, the abuse these things took by way of heat, by way of humidity, by way of light or dark. Well, these things were packed in a box, so they are probably kept in the dark. Now the bad news. Like this isn't bad news enough. So in the process, I started thinking, and I gotta tell you, this really just ruined my day. It's taken me 2 days to get back to finishing the video that's gonna come out in a few days. But it took me a long time to get over this. It was very aggravating. Remember all these onions that we just planted up? I was so very excited to be planting fall onions finally. Now, mind you, onions do have a more difficult time storing. The seeds have a tendency to getting old. But these 4 packs that we just planted up, look at the results. The burgundy, we may have 4. The Texas Grano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we're really lucky, some of these are obviously not even going to make it. Granex Yellow PRR, Sweet Spin. Now this one I had a lot of success with last year, so I was excited about this one, so I gave it that much space. This one over here, not so much. I had a little bit of success, not really, but look at this. This is after, okay, that says September 30th when these were planted. Today is October 18th. These things have been in the ground 2.5 weeks. They should have germinated long before now. So now, like I said, this is going to be as much of a love sandwich as I can make it. Here's my Lacinato Kale, Ferry Morse. I bought these the same time I bought the onions and some of that lettuce seed. So here's the Lacinato Kale, and look at these things. At least 4 of them are actually looking really good. These 6 right in here. That one I think is going to make it. This one, this one, this one. Here's 2 that aren't going to make it. Now remember, if you saw the video, or when you see the video that's about to come out, we actually cut out several of these because we had too many in single cells. But it does work sometimes, but you just don't know, and it's really if you're going to place all your hopes on one kind of seed, Ferry Morse may not be it. I'll still continue using it to fill in. This is not a necessity crop for us. It would be great to have kale again. Kale tastes wonderful, especially this dino kale. But yeah, this might be a lesson learned. So yeah, Lacinato Kale, gonna come out. I hope. We only really need one, maybe two plants to come out for the two of us. We don't need a lot of kale, but hopefully we'll have 4 plants. That'll be wonderful. So just be aware of where you get your seeds. I'm waiting till September to get my onion seeds. I'll admit was probably not a good idea. Onion seeds just don't keep very well. I know that. And there's no telling how many hot trucks those seeds sat in on the way to their final destination in that rack and Lowe's. So anyway, hey, I try to keep as much good information on this channel as I can. We have our monthly garden tours, and I try to get as much information as far as what I've learned when I learn things like this as I can. Now, in fact, what is this over here? This here is cauliflower. These are Ferry Morse seeds, and these, look how beautiful they look. They're amazing. So I know Ferry Morse does have great products. They can do it. I don't know. I don't believe it's Ferry Morse's fault. I don't believe it is the fault of Lowe's. I'll be honest. I think it was probably trucking, because, you know, the truckers don't have the responsibility of taking care of seeds. They're not gardeners. They're not the people that are learned in this, and trucking is rough on things. So we don't need to go blaming anybody. I don't even blame the truckers, but yeah, it's frustrating. I am very frustrated. In fact, I'm so frustrated that a couple days ago when I started recording that video, it really kind of put my ADD brain in a place that it shouldn't have been. Okay, so hey, as always, please subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to grow a community here on Bowtie Life, but we're also trying to help grow and do our part to grow the community of homesteaders and gardeners across YouTube. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. I'm so excited because we are, as of the moment of this recording, we are about to hit the 500 subscriber mark. And that is just very exciting because that's kind of a midpoint for getting monetized. So thank you so much for getting us to that point, all those of you who have subscribed. And please, if you thought this was inspirational, educational, informational, or just entertaining to see the failures of some guy who just doesn't know what he's doing, click the thumbs up and share on your social media pages as a warning to friends who might be stuck buying cheap seeds and getting aggravated. And the thing that really bothers me most is that, you know, most of the time it's beginning gardeners that go to Lowe's and get those seeds that may not be the best seeds. And then things don't work. And then they get frustrated. And then what happens? A lot of them quit. And really what it boils down to in all of this is just don't quit. Have a blessed day.